Hi Sashi, how are you?
Hey Anupam, I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Am I clearly audible to you?
Yes, yes. I'm really looking forward to this interactive session with you.
Yes, yes. So am I. So first, Sachi, let me introduce you to the followers. Sachi Jain is an internationally certified breathwork coach and a holistic well-being advocate, a wellness and fitness enthusiast. She shares the transformative power of breathwork and coaches individuals to heal and transform their lives through conscious breathing techniques, along with EFT tapping, nervous system reset practices, meditation, mantra chanting, and holistic approach to overall well-being. So, welcome, Sanji. I completely resonate with this holistic approach because we are here at Anupam Holistic, and our approach is holistic.
It's glad to know that. And thank you so much for the warm welcome. And as you mentioned the word holistic, I feel in today's fast paced and, technologically advanced era, we need a holistic approach to balance our emotional and mental well being with physical well being. So, thank you
Of
so
course.
much for the beautiful introduction.
Yes. Let's dive into the questions because we received quite a lot of questions, and let's
Sure.
first answer those questions. If people have queries, they can certainly put in their questions on this live session. So, Saji, I just wanted to ask you, what was the exact moment when you realized breathwork was more than just relaxation for you?
When I started practicing breath work, I could feel a shift in my energy. So it, of course, calms you, relaxes you. But I felt that, this technique is helping me remain more centered, grounded. So it's helping in reducing brain fog, thus improving clarity. And then when you practice it consistently, it helps in improving concentration and focus also. So, of course, it relaxes the mind and body, but it also keeps you energized so that you can perform better because your mind is also then, in that frame of mind where you are concentrating better and then you're more productive. That's why.
Of course, the breathwork is really calms you down, and you can instantly feel the difference once you do the breathwork for the day. After that, you can feel the difference immediately. It's not after 3 hours or 4 hours, but I think immediately. That's what happens with me. I cannot
Ye-
comment on anybody else,
No,
but
I
yeah.
totally agree. I feel one can see the immediate benefits because I think there's a science behind it also. It improves oxygenation. Since
Yeah.
when we are doing breath work, we are pumping in more oxygen, and more oxygen is getting delivered to the blood tissues and cells, and excess CO2 is getting dispelled. So our energy
Right.
levels also are a bit more better, and that's why we feel more calm and relaxed also.
Wow. Wow. So, Sachi, as a breathwork coach, what's the first thing you notice about a person's breath when they say they overthink a lot?
If someone is overthinking a lot, I think the first thing which I'll notice, I would first ask them, or if like, I'm around them, that
Mm-hmm.
is it like, they're breathing shallowly, or is it too much of rapid breathing? And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when you are overthinking, the mind body breath connection is lacking. So someone will not breathe from the abdomen and they would breathe shallowly from the chest in that case. They will not be
Mm-hmm.
aware of their breath, not breathing consciously, and just
Mm-hmm.
taking shallow breaths. So that happens. And if, yes, in a case where someone is overthinking or is constantly anxious, usually the breath is either rapid or there is shallow breathing.
Yeah. Yeah. Mostly it's rapid because nowadays people are just forgetting to consciously even feel that they're breathing slowly or they're calmly breathing. It's mostly fast. So I
Yes,
think with the
yes.
stress and everything around them, their work schedules, I think that is what is making them more. The anxiety is more in the. I would not say youngsters. I think everyone is having it nowadays. So
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Also
How does
shallow breathing.
unconscious? Yes, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. How does unconscious breathing differ from conscious breathing in terms of nervous system impact? Because in our line of work, I feel whenever we have an autoimmune patient, I always tell them first to relax their nervous system, because once you, that's the first step of healing begins. So what is your say on this?
Definitely, I agree with you. Like, when you're breathing consciously, then
Hmm.
you are signaling to your mind, your brain, that I am safe. Then, when that signal is gone to the mind, when you're consciously breathing, the
Hmm.
body feels safe because the mind is safe. So, the
Right.
healing response of the body is better and faster.
Right.
And when you're breathing consciously, the parasympathetic nervous system, that
Hmm.
is getting activated and regulated. So,
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for rest and digest,
Hmm.
that gets, since it's getting regulated, so we feel more calm and relaxed because we are calming and healing the nervous system. So there is a direct effect on consciously breathing. And if you're just breathing unconsciously, then your nervous system is, not in working in a controlled manner. And it's just an
Right.
the autonomous breathing and the autonomous nervous system that is just going on. But when we
Hmm.
consciously breathe, we are activating the parasympathetic nervous system.
Right.
And this is
Right.
because we are stimulating the vagus nerve.
Right. Right. So the vagus nerve, everybody is aware of it. It's very much connected to your brain, from the gut to the brain, and you need to just stimulate this nerve so that it calms your system down. So can incorrect breathing patterns actually create anxiety over time? You've answered this, but a little more in detail, I think, would help our followers to understand more.
I wouldn't say that incorrect breathing pattern would itself create anxiety, but if you breathe correctly, or if you take conscious breaths, or if you're doing deep breathing or controlled
Hmm.
breathing, then it will definitely reduce stress anxiety. So,
Hmm.
yes, because breath work is ideally for reducing stress anxiety because it's an emotional release. Apart from the
Mm-hmm.
physical benefits like increasing the lung capacity and oxygenation, but there's a lot
Hmm.
of emotional and mental benefits because, as we just talked about the vagus nerve. When we are
Hmm.
in chronic stress or anxiety, the vagus nerve gets dysregulated. But when we do controlled breathing or deep breathing or breath work, since we are activating and regulating the parasympathetic nervous system, we are healing our nervous system. That is why
Right.
we are reducing stress anxiety, and that calm and relaxation is happening.
Right, right. I completely hear, again, completely agree on this. So, why do people feel emotional release like tears or calm during breathwork sessions, which I have heard a lot, and I know this happens, but explain us a little more on this too.
So, in a typical breathwork session, we do continuous rhythmic breathing, mostly
Mm-hmm.
inhaling from the nose and deep exhale from the mouth, and continuous without any pauses. The
Mm-hmm.
idea is we are tapping into the stuck energy, the stored emotions, and creating tension in the body. Once, because of breath work, since we are tapping into the stuck energy, creating tension, and then the idea is to release it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Because of this release, the emotions, the pent up anger, pent up anxiety is coming up to the surface. And that's the idea
Mm-hmm.
also, that there is
Mm-hmm.
effective release. And once that stuck energy goes out, then the
Mm-hmm.
body would feel numb, or there would be tingling sensations. People start shivering also, because it's the
Mm-hmm.
body's healing and coping mechanism which is releasing all the energy which is not required. And
Right.
also, we are pumping in more oxygenation or more oxygen through continuous breathing. So, more oxygen
Mm-hmm.
is getting delivered to the cells and organs. And as I earlier
Mm-hmm.
also said, since the excess CO2, which is harmful, is getting dispelled. So, there is a mind
Mm-hmm.
body connection. So, the
Right.
emotions and the body are performing together. So, and it's getting expelled out.
Right. So much very true on this. What kind of breathing pattern, when people are asking on this session only, how much time should they do the breathing? I'm just reading the questions side by side.
For someone who's a beginner, who's never done breath work before, or who's never, like focused on how they are breathing, or never
Mm-hmm.
done conscious breathing, I
Mm-hmm.
feel you can even start with 5 minutes, but be consistent. Do it every day. If not every day, at least 5 days a week. But for someone who has done breath work before or is breathing consciously, they should do at least 10 minutes, whether they spread it 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes before sleeping, but they should do 10 minutes ideally, again, consistently, regularly to see the benefits. Because any skill, any practice, without being consistent at it, the benefits would be very temporary.
Yeah, that's true. So they should just breathe normal breathing, or they should do some anulom vilom. What is it you suggest? Like any
I
technique or
would
something?
suggest to a beginner a conscious breathing technique, 478 conscious breathing technique.
Hmm.
It's inhale 4, hold 7 counts, exhale mouth 8 counts. I suggest this technique, like, to a beginner who would even do this for 1 minute. He or she starts with 1 minute. That also, you, even if you're doing it for a minute, but if you do it every day, you will see a shift in your energy. And this simple yet
Yeah.
effective technique, it is very good for oxygenation, strengthening the immune system, metabolic health also, gut health also, and for calming the nervous system. Therefore, it reduces stress, anxiety. So I would suggest this conscious breathing technique to someone who's doing it for the first time. And apart from that, just breathe consciously. When you're breathing, breathe from the diaphragm, and the air should go in from the diaphragm. Your stomach should expand up to the chest and lungs. And when you're breathing
Hmm.
out, when you're breathing out, just feel the stomach contracting. So
Right.
that deep breathing, you feel the expansion of the stomach and contraction when you're breathing out. This is also very effective. Some controlled deep breathing or deep breathing with awareness, again, very effective for the nervous system.
And it one other another benefit. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sachi. I think I've seen a lot of people lowering their BP with consistently doing breath work. Their BP completely comes to normal if you do shavasana for a longer time, and maybe morning, evening also. It also helps in their, high blood pressure. What is your say on that?
Yes, so it does work in regulating the blood pressure as well. But again, this is very client specific, very
Right.
individual specific,
Right.
and
Right.
how it works on their body. But
Right.
like for a person with low BP, ideally
Mm-hmm.
there shouldn't be much of breath retention,
Right.
because if they hold the breath, then that
Mm-hmm.
is not advisable. For them,
Mm-hmm.
it should be inhale, exhale, and exhale instead of mouth, ideally from nose. So that has
Mm-hmm.
to be monitored. And in
Right.
case of high BP, they can exhale from the mouth. So this is something which is individual specific, and also how it acts on the body. But yes, it is good for regulating the blood pressure.
Right. It does. It really helps. So, what kind of breathing pattern do you commonly see in people with gut issues like bloating and acidity? I think a lot of our followers would enjoy this answer. Yeah.
The breathing pattern, again, breathing shallowly from the chest, not breathing completely from the stomach. And we have to breathe from the belly. So
Hmm.
there is shallow breathing in case of someone who's going through bloating, acidity, or digestive issues. Then
Right.
again, rapid breaths can also be the case, and a
Hmm.
lot of them breathe rapidly. And
Hmm.
again, unaware, unconscious. Some of them are breathing from the mouth also.
Hmm. Hmm. I think that's
Yes.
because acidity is also a part of your, unsettled emotions. And that's when it's emotions, food, a lot of things connected. But yes, this is one part of it. Yes.
Yes, because if the cortisol level is high, then that is directly going to affect your gut because the
Yeah.
nutrient absorption and the metabolic health will get affected.
Right. Absolutely right. So, how does breathwork help people break the cycle of overthinking without forcing positive thoughts?
Breath work is all about bringing you back to the present moment. It's
Mm,
about being in the here and now.
mm,
So, in this case, like you don't have to force positive thoughts with when we are breathing intentionally or when we are doing controlled breathing, we are just coming back to the present. So we are not
mm,
forcing any thought, whether negative, whether positive. We are allowing any kind of release to happen, any kind of thought to happen. The only thing which we are signaling to the brain is that we are this moment is what is all. We are here in our breath is the moment we have because without our breath, our mind and body would stop functioning. We are alive because we are breathing. So,
yeah.
our breath is our reminder to bring us back to the present moment. So, that is why, the overthinking is reducing, stress, anxiety is reducing, and we're not even forcing any kind of thought. And we're
Mm,
not like, inculcating that have to be positive. Breath work is reminding us that without the breath, like
there's nothing.
there is exactly. So we are here in the present moment, and thanks to our
Mm,
breath.
absolutely. Very well said, Sanchi, on this. So we have really got a lot of questions. Let me just figure out because we can't take the similar kind of questions. Can breathwork retrain the stress response, or is it only a temporary calm?
So like any practice, if you want to see the benefits over long term,
Mm-hmm.
you have to do it consistently, regularly.
Consistently, yeah,
If you
absolutely.
just do one session, let's say if we do one session in person, at that time, since we are doing a 1 hour session and there is continuous rhythmic breathing, conscious connected breath work, followed by meditation or sound healing or some kind of relaxation. So a lot
Mm,
of stuck energy is going out. So that temporary calm would stay for at least a week. At least for some people, it will go on to 15 days, even a month, depending on their life journeys, situations. But let's say if someone
mm,
is just doing conscious breathing techniques or just deep breathing or controlled breathing, if you're doing
mm,
it 1 day, you might see the benefit. If you're not doing it for 2, 3 days, so then there will be temporary calm. Any skill, any practice has to be performed regularly, consistently to maintain that,
mm.
consistent calm, relaxation. So
Yeah.
ideally, 3 to 4 times a week should be the bare minimum.
Absolutely. In fact, every day, many people practice it every day, leaving a Sunday. I mean, just that's your chill day. But if you practice it every day, it has really immense benefits.
And I would say, like, even if you start with 1 minute every day, that would only make a lot of difference because at least the mind body connection is there and you're signaling to the body that this is
Mm,
helping me. And that
mm.
because it's all about signaling safety to your mind. Nervous
Yeah.
system is healing because the breath is creating that awareness in the mind that my breath is my anchor. So even if you're doing
Mm,
it 1 minute daily, and
mm,
we can definitely take out 1 to 2 minutes every day. So
mm.
that's how people see the benefits.
Yeah, that's so true. So, what changes do clients most often report outside the session? Sleep, digestion, emotions, or focus? I think all four, but you should
You mean
little
post the
elaborate
session?
on this. Yes.
Sure. Okay. I would say the maximum what people say they feel more calm and relaxed. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
them feel that there's an emotional release happened. So
Mm-hmm.
any kind of trauma or grief, stress, anxiety, that goes away. And
Mm.
also for some people, yes, sleep, they especially the meditative part of it, they feel that we are able to sleep better. And
Mm.
digestion for some, yes, they feel immediate benefits, but ideally when they do it consistently, then they are able to see the changes in their metabolic health and digestion, and they're more at digestive comfort then. Yeah,
Because it is a combination of many things. It is just not one thing. It is a combination of many things. That's when they start
definitely,
feeling the difference in their digestion and everything. Yes.
definitely.
So, how does breathwork support? Is slow breathing always calming, or does the type of timing of breath matter?
Slow breathing would be calm only, that, because see, slow breathing would also be calm every time if you're mindfully doing or you're aware about the slow breaths. Not that, because intentionally, no, none of us would breathe slowly. We'll be just
Breathe
normally
slowly.
breathing. Yeah, yeah, as like, when we're performing a daily course or if we're out, we're just normally breathing. The more you relax, one will feel the change, the breath also slows down. So the mind
Hmm.
body has to be relaxed, and then one can feel the sensation and vibration of the breath. That is where the timing and type of breath comes into play. That, when you are relaxed and focusing on your breathing, the breath will slow down. And even if the breath is fast and if you are still taking mindful breaths, once you take mindful breaths, the rapid breath would also automatically slow down because you're becoming conscious about the breathing. So definitely
So many
rhythm,
benefits. So
pace.
many benefits. Huh?
Yes, yes. We've
Yeah.
not even touched on concentration, focus, and all right now. Some
Yeah.
people gain
This
a
is
lot of
just the.
clarity after the
Yeah.
session also. They like,
Yeah.
we needed that clarity. So my since my mind is all clear now, the body is feeling relaxed, so I can think clearly.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. So you've already answered it. I think another question which came in for beginners: what's the biggest mistake people make when trying breath work at home?
I think a lot of people do guided breath work at home, which is not advisable for everyone because breath retention depends on individual specific what issues they have. Like, let's say a person with low BP, breath
Mm-hmm.
retention would not work for them. Ideally, they should not hold the breath.
Yeah.
Yes. And let's say, like, for someone who has gut and digestive issues, diaphragmatic breathing would be very helpful because it's improving the metabolism, nutrients are getting absorbed better, cortisol level is getting reduced. So, when the stress anxiety is reducing, the body is, again, your digestive function is working better.
Wow.
So, ideally, one should do either deep breathing at home or either
Mm-hmm.
box breathing or 478 breathing they can start, but not guided breath work practice. Also, there are these other conscious breathing techniques in which you have to be mindful that you've not eaten anything 20 minutes before or after,
Right.
and those techniques you need to be mindful then, and which not everyone would know, like the timings, but certain techniques which I would suggest in people to try out also so that it gives them maximum benefits: 478 breathing or deep breathing or box breathing. And they're all up on my Instagram also.
Wow. So let's take this last question up. If someone is anxious, overthinking, and struggling with discomfort, where should they start their breath work? Which you've already told the beginner should be a 478 breathing or a box breathing. Any other insights which you can give us?
For digestive discomfort, I would say you start with awareness of your breathing first and just see if you're breathing shallowly from the chest or you feel the expansion and the contraction of the stomach. So,
Mm-hmm.
diaphragmatic breathing, definitely. Diaphragmatic breathing is also called as belly or abdominal breathing because it's all connected
Mm-hmm.
with the gut and the mind and the
Right.
brain. So, they can
Right.
start with diaphragmatic breathing and deep breathing. And 478 has so many benefits. It's not only restricted to, like the mental and emotional
Mm-hmm.
wellness, but also for your gut health, strengthening the immune system, oxygenation, and even for your increasing the lung capacity. So 478, they
Mm-hmm.
should definitely try it out.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sachi, for your lovely talk to our followers. I think I really enjoyed it because I'm a breathwork fan, anyways, and I practice it every day myself. And I will also recommend to all people around. It is a game changer. You should practice it every day. Thank you so much for joining in, Sanchi.
Thank you so much for this lovely session. Thanks a lot, Anupam.
Thank you.